Hello, Little Mouse, Chapter 25. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Artwork by CandyFluffs on Instagram. You can find a link to CandyFluffs' Instagram in the description box below. There's also a link to her store where she does sell fan merch. Go check her out. Really cute stuff, even a couple of fan-made doujinshis out there. Now then, if you're still listening, don't forget to not only subscribe to this channel, because we are at chapter 25, y'all, and leave a like and a comment. If you don't know what to comment, put childish games. Please enjoy Hello, Little Mouse, chapter 25. Adrien Agreste, doing his best to not chicken out. Now or never. It's just a knock. A knock, followed by a greeting, then a relationship-changing declaration. Should he have packed first? Oh, come on, Adrien! Just do it! Swallowing, he knocked on his father's office door, hollow thuds echoing through the oak. Now it's just a waiting game for his father to finish what he was doing. But as what felt like forever ticked by, he couldn't hear anything from inside. Adrien knocked again, louder this time, but still nothing stirred. All that pre-game hype, only to be met with silence. Of course. Adrien tried the handle, surprised when it opened. "Father?" he tried, poking his head in before taking a few steps. Nothing. The room was as sparse as ever, the only change being his missing father. Had he gone to bed? In the middle of the afternoon? He certainly hadn't gone out. Maybe he was with Natalie in her room again. He turned to leave, but jumped when he heard a click behind him. "Adrien?" Adrien whirled around. Father? Where had he come from? He cleared his throat and straightened himself. The last thing he wanted was to be interrupted for his posture. "Father, what is it?" Something about his dad, as he lifted his glasses to rub the arch of his nose, made his chest ache. He looked tired. He was always tired, or grumpy, or both. And Adrien wished he wasn't about to say something that was sure to upset him. The declaration stuck in his throat, the words piling into a dam he had to unblock. Speak up, Adrien. "I'm not gonna break up with my girlfriend," he blurted. So much for a declaration with dignity and poise. His father froze, sighing as he closed his eyes before putting his glasses back on. "Don't be ridiculous." "I'm 16. I'm not a child anymore." "So you agree?" His father turned to him, his empty stare chilling him. "You aren't a child anymore. You're too old to be reacting like this." His argument lost its path in his throat, adding to the dam. She's no good, Adrien." The tears that began to sting a sentence back fell away, replaced with a flare of anger as his father turned his attention to his desk, as if the conversation were over. "Why?" It was hard to keep from yelling. "Why?" His father looked up, an eyebrow raised. "She's a distraction for you and our brand. How can I set you up for success if you're busy getting lost in a high school relationship? Please, Adrien, I can promise your efforts and emotions, and hers for that matter, are better used." He searched for a word. "Elsewhere." Adrien's fingernails cut into his palms. "Then I'm better off elsewhere too." "Oh?" Gabriel raised his other eyebrow, dropping an unopened envelope with a thud. "I'm moving out." He scoffed. "Adrien, please. No, you're not. I'm invoking my right to be forgotten." Normally, he couldn't see Gabriel's expression hardening past his usual one, but the laugh at his declaration made the contrast stark and startling as his father's face twisted, his glare setting in like concrete, and he was a bug who landed at the wrong time. "Adrien." He placed both palms on his desk, leaning forward. "Don't be rash. You're proving me right." He knew. His father knew he had the power here. Otherwise, he would have told him to go to his room. "You have 1 week," Adrien began, hoping his voice wouldn't shake like his hands were, "to remove me from your social media." He turned, grateful he never stepped away from the threshold. "Take 1 step out of this house and I'll have the police here faster than you can say, 'Good luck with that, Gabriel,'" Adrien stated, doing his best to not spit his words. "But I've outgrown this cage." "All of this for a little girlfriend?" He paused, his hand on the door. No. And for the first time since he decided to do this, he knew it wasn't a lie. "No, I'm doing this for me." "Adrien!" Gabriel's words fell on deaf ears as he left for the front door, pausing to glance toward his bedroom. No, there was nothing in there he needed. If anything, he wanted to leave the unnaturally spaced walls behind, the business-like decor echoing this wasn't his home. Besides, his hands were still shaking. He could smell himself, and his knees could give out on him at any time. And when he stepped out the door, a familiar taste swept through the air, nostalgic and sweet, and one he should recognize. But from where? And when? Ah, that's right. It was the same energy as when he first became Cat Noir. This is the taste of freedom. Thank you so much for listening. Chapter 26 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos for more fan fiction, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye! If you're still listening, comment "Taste of Freedom."